Naruto, at the beginning of Naruto Shippuden, when he came back from training with Jiraiya, he was like, Naruto, you been gone for 2.5 years, now you can show, the Hokage and everybody else what you've learned from me, your sensei. He said, yes, I'll, go and look at the village and see how much it's changed. And he's like, no, it's just as I remember, and then he, meets Sakura, she thinks he's like completely matured, but he's still kind of the same, but he is smarter than what he used to be, if you ask me. Then he trains with Kakashi again. He's like, I need to see and test you guys to see if you've actually, become better over these, past years. And then, they were able to catch him off guard and get the, bells from him. But when that happened, they found out that Gaara was taken. Naruto heard that and was like, damn, I want to go save Gaara. You guys don't quite understand like how I feel about the situation. That's another Jinchuriki like me. I understand his pain and everything else. I don't want to see him die. You know, I won't let that happen to him. So he, ran through the forest, got to the sand village. They saw Kankuro, but then, Chio went with them. Then they, fought against, Itachi's 30% clone. He got put in a genjutsu still, but he got out and he hit the clone with a giant Rasengan. After that, they got to where Gaara was. Naruto was pissed off because he saw Gaara's dead body. Now Deidara took the dead body and flew away. Then Naruto went after him, in nine-tail state. Not full nine-tail state, but he was pissed. You know, Kakashi was, right behind him to, make him, calm down, keep Naruto cool, because if the nine tails popped out, nobody would be able to stop him. And he was pissed off when he actually caught Gaara, right? And held his lifeless body in his hand, in his arms. And then he was like, oh, fuck, I'm pissed. He goes into three-tailed cloak state, almost going into the blood form. Once that happens, he's like not Naruto anymore and he can't control himself. So then Kakashi put the tag on his head and he, passed out. But Gaara was saved by Chio and everything was all right at the end of the arc, as far as that goes. Naruto strength 85, speed 85, durability 83, endurance 84, 81 for his intelligence, 83 for his experience, 84 for his close skills, 82 for his range skills, 85 for his recoup, and then 87 for his hack. So his overall power score is 83.9 during this time, in this arc. So be cool calling on the corner.